Hi, I'm Melissa Lanham, and I am a nurse at Mercy Hospital in Springfield, Missouri, and I'm also a student. Hi, I'm Melissa Lanham, and I am a registered nurse for Mercy Hospital in Springfield, Missouri, and I'm also working on my BSN at Southwest Baptist University, Mercy College of Nursing and Health Sciences. And three things that I would tell a novice about social media and healthcare and nursing would be, first of all, just to think about how you're portrayed online and in social media, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram. That is sometimes your employer's, real access to see who you really are and what you're all about. So just, try to make sure that that is positive and uplifting and professional. The second thing I would advise everybody to learn about and know about would be HIPAA. HIPAA is, a federal regulation to protect patients and their privacy and their information. And as a newcomer to healthcare, you may be very excited and very passionate about what you're doing, but you really need to still, protect what your patients, their name, their personal information, and comply with those laws. And the last thing I would think about doing too is just, to think about social media as a way to, just share and keep in contact with friends and family, and not really a platform to bash your university or bash your employer. You should be proud of where you're going to school and who you work for. And if you're not, it's maybe a good thing to think of, just moving on, or, working out those differences or issues with that professor or classmate or coworker. Like I said, social media is really just not the best way to really hash that out. Something that I would avoid in social media would be, like I said, just that negativity, just spewing negativity. You really want to uplift yourself and your profession, and something I think you should definitely do. I think you should definitely do that. Nursing is the most trusted career there is. People turn to us for comfort, for answers. In this time of need, we're the ones there for our patients and their family. And so I think like a great example recently was Miss Colorado and the Miss USA pageant, and how she really went up with her monologue and just said, hey, I'm a nurse and this is what I stand for. And then the, overwhelming support that she received in response to that, and even the negativity, the positivity she got from her monologue was amazing. And I think that's a great example of nurses really, standing up and saying, yes, this is what we do, and we're very proud of what we do. And it's something to be respected, and it's something that's very honorable. So that's what I think. I think social media should be more about. It's just more sharing the positives and the highs in lives. And I feel like most times we try to go and use this as a platform to get support when we're angry or upset. And really, we should be working those differences out amongst ourselves and amongst other people. So I wish everybody the best in their